You and me, we don't even have a choice. See, we're born with a killer instinct that you can't just turn off and on like some radio. We have to be right in the middle of the action because we're the warriors. And without some challenge, without some damn war to fight, then the warrior may as well be dead, Stallion.
The fix is in.
First thing first, Lil D, ASAP Ferg, if you gave this nigga the permission as a grown man to be your godfather now, pardon me. I want your forgiveness. You understand? But if you haven't, this nigga could never be your godfather. Your father would not allow this nigga to be your godfather. And this is facts. A couple of weeks before your father passed, me and him went to Puff's office. He had his designs. He had a lot of material and stuff that he was finna sell Puff some designs because he needed some money for whatever reason he needed it for. He even asked Puff to loan him the money and he could still use the designs, which was fire, because everybody used to come to 145th Street and get clothes from D Ferg, Ferg 54. But we're not even gonna go there because this man, your father, yes, he designed the bad boy emblem. Yes, he allowed Puff to come a part of the same gang. When he didn't want to get initiated, he didn't want to go through the regular thing that we do to same gang members. And Tone Wapnam had to chase this nigga from 144th and 8th Avenue down to 127th Street before they caught him. D allowed him to be around the same gang like that. Yeah, he's same gang. I give him that. But he ain't your godfather unless you gave him that as a grown man. This nigga ain't gonna authenticate himself from being from Harlem through you. Everybody know this nigga ain't from Harlem. Let me know 4 niggas that he grew up with in Harlem. Let me know 4 blocks he used to hang out in Harlem, or either one. Let me know 4 girls he hit up in Harlem. He came to Harlem when he went into the music business, and that was through the same gang. D Ferg was going his way into the music business, doing shirts for Heavy D, the Peaceful Journey shirts. He also did the Cat for Uptown Records. Bruh, let me tell you something, Pop. You not gonna live off the dead. Not my man. I ate off the same plate with this cat. I used to live in the same apartment with him. This was my brother from another mother. I don't care what Junior Mafia do. I don't care what D-Rock, Kim, or none of them do. You not gonna live off my man and say you from Harlem.
I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
I give you the same game, bruh. If you was from Harlem, you understand, your first baby mama may have been from Harlem or the Bronx, but she from Westchester, where you from. Now, if you want to talk about something, bro, I'm gonna give you something to talk about. But first, I ain't from Harlem. I'm gonna let the people know. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. Let me take this out, bro. I grew up on Vernon and North Market. At the age of 12 years old, I went to Wellston. Wellston was the type of subdivision out in St. Louis County. And respect to my Wellston niggas, if you wasn't from Wellston, you ain't stop at a stop sign. You ain't stop at a stoplight. And anybody from St. Louis City, St. Louis County, no, Wellston niggas didn't play it. I came here in 82 because I met a girl from Harlem. 200 West 113th Street. That's where I lived at when I graduated from college in 86. So I've been coming to Harlem since 82. When she came home, I came home with her. In 86, I made this my home. I lived on 200 West 113th Street. I lived in 300 block on 112th Street. I lived in Schomburg. I lived in Franklin Plaza. I lived 540 and 515 West 148th Street. I ain't officially from Harlem, but nigga, I'm Harlem. You ain't from Harlem, bruh. You from Mount Vernon. I used to see you come in Eddie F. house, bruh. Way before you even start hanging out with the same gang niggas. Eddie F. lived on Rockledge, right across the street from my aunt's house. She stayed at 4 Rockledge in Mount Vernon. And I love Mount Vernon. I fuck with Mount Vernon niggas. You can't go back to Mount Vernon because you denounced it. You know where you from, bruh. But I'm not here for that, but I'm giving the people that. Getting back to this Harlem shit, bruh. We allowed you to come in the same gang. You can't tell me a same gang nigga that went to any of your parties. But since it's fashionable for you, for the industry, they love gang stories and hood stories and everything, and now it's fashionable, you want to claim it. But you ain't never did nothing for the same gang, bruh. What block parties you gave? What boat rides you helped give? What picnics you helped do? When me and Ferg came to your office, bruh, and he tried to get that money from you, and this was like a couple of weeks before he died, you said you couldn't give it to him. You didn't want the designs, or you couldn't even loan it to him. My man died October the 17th, one day after my birthday. I'm not gonna allow you to use his name. You understand? To authenticate yourself, bruh. He wasn't your true bruh, because you don't do your brothers like that, bruh. You don't do that to them. If you want to get on this motherfucker and you want to tell stories, you're going to do it without the same gang using the same gang name. You're going to do this shit without using D. Ferg name. You can tell all the motherfucking stories you want to. Because the next time you come on this motherfucker telling stories about something, nigga, it better be how you recovered. You used to be a woman beater. You understand? Talk about that shit. Talk about how you used to beat Misa ass because you thought she was fucking that nigga from EPMD. Talk about how the fact you tried to beat Kim ass and she took that shit and cut your wrist and I had to meet you over at St. Luke's Hospital. And if you want to talk about something, that's what you talk about.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
You not from Harlem. Nigga, you not from Harlem. Nigga, you not from Harlem. Nigga, you not from Harlem. You not from Harlem? Motherfucker, you're not from Harlem.
Cut it out, y'all know I was coming. We gon' get it right, like the first time. It's a natural reaction. They start mixing the facts in. They put their story with your story, like that's really what happened. Women front for these fellas, fellas front for these women. It's a trait that's passed down from old heads right down to their children. Homie, don't be surprised, like you not living the lie. When them shells dump and you die, cause you be stunting and why? Look at me right in the eye, knowing you telling a lie. You go to hell